We have a great show for you today at 702 Sports on the Sideline. But wait, what is that? What is that noise? Is that caroling I hear? Look at this beautiful caroling. And I have a carol for you guys.
Let's hear it.
It's Christmas time in LV. The Big Al cooking up Christmas dreams. Hey. Welcome to the show, 702 Sports. Welcome to 702 Sports on the Sideline. This is Big Al, Santa Big Al, and I'm here with JP, back from assignment. I missed you.
Missed you too. I'm gonna have to nap. Missed y'all, audience.
And there's Seth. I am so happy today because we are producing Creative Migration for Cause, and we are proud supporters of Best Buddies, sponsored by Jersey Mike's, and we are also proud supporters of BGC Sports and Front End Sports. Now, today we have an exciting show today. We are at the Collaboration Center.
Beautiful building.
Which is at 8390 West Windmill Lane. This beautiful establishment, and my heart goes out to the CEO, Miss Lynda Tache. Yes.
Lynda.
She is the CEO of this beautiful foundation, and also her son Grant. He is the CIO.
Let's go, Grant.
Yeah. And the program director was the lovely Miss Desirae Wingerter.
Desirae.
And we are just so honored and blessed for them to open up their heart. But guess what though? We got more. We got the Best Buddies here, and we have the director Michele right there waving.
Woo! Let's go, Michele.
And we have Chessa, the general manager from Jersey Mike's, that's blessing us to feed us.
Love Jersey Mike's.
And there is Nick and Skyler making up eggnog. Delicious eggnog. And I also have some eggnog trivia questions too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I dug it up out of my bag. I dug it up out of my bag. 2 easy questions. Well, we don't know how easy it is, but it's Christmas time. I'm gonna make it easy for them. And we also got the lovely Rylee.
Rylee.
With a beautiful Christmas sweater on. We love Rylee. But one thing I want to say, America, that just struck my heart, we have collaboration and we have inclusion. Those two together is just the most beautiful feeling in the world, and it runs through my veins, and it runs through 702 Sports veins. It runs through Miss Lynda Tache's veins, Miss Desirae, her beautiful son there, and it runs through Best Buddies. Collaboration and inclusion. Those are the seeds of love, of life. Now, we also have my guest here, Plasma!
It's an honor to be here for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. I love being on 722 Sports.
Oui, monsieur. Yeah, 7 Springs too. We also have Lily.
We love chicken. Chicken is awesome.
No! you, one leg Willie. Santa tried to get you a prosthetic, but you know, we're working on it, okay? We're gonna have that for you soon, one leg Willie.
You're always thinking of me, but I can't be part of my character.
Barry!
Oh, I'm this lost to you.
That's okay, Barry! Did we take care of that tummy? You're always hungry? That's okay.
He's interrupting. I was talking. This is Disco Paula over here.
Paula, you look beautiful as always.
Sometimes I just think you forget about me. It must be I'm so fabulous.
And it's not others, but Reed.
My name is Reed Witherspoon.
Reed
I am just here for the Christmas episode. They told me that you guys were having a Christmas episode, and I am a priest and I wanted to be there. That is all I have. Thank you.
Barry, we're gonna feed that tummy because I think Chessa brought you some. She got you one of those delicious Jersey Mike's. Okay. Oh, don't bite me, Barry. It's Christmas. I'll be back. We're gonna be back. Okay? Yeah.
Can't wait out. I have to get some ground.
It's okay. We'll get it.
Awesome.
So now we're gonna talk about sports and pigskin recap. Now Santa's got to get this spirit off. So we wanted to talk about. Thank you, JB.
I got
We
you.
want to say one thing: the Ravens have clinched, guys. They've clinched best team in the AFC with an 11-3 record. They beat the Jags 23-7. It was an impressive win. They needed that win on Sunday night to get in. So they had everything to play for. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, sorry Rylee, winning streaks come to a lose. They got mauled by Buffalo, 31-10. And it seemed like all of America thought that was gonna happen.
100%. Buffalo is heating up at the right time right now, and I can see them playing this last game of the season as a AFC East playoff game. Well, not a playoff game, but to clinch the AFC East versus the Dolphins.
And I hate to pile on for the Cowboys, but haven't we seen the same script every year, right? Same coaching staff, same Dak. It's, you know, as the stakes get higher, as they get closer to the Super Bowl, closer to the playoffs, you know, that's why we have to see it before we believe it. I mean, it's hard to be sold. I believe. How could you be sold on the Cowboys?
But I mean, how can you be?
And before last game, I mean, Dak was being thrown around as the MVP candidate this season. Before last game.
You're right. And the thing about the Cowboys Americans is, like, I know we got everybody in Texas with BGC Sports. We love the boys. We love the boys, but
some of us do.
They win. They beat the teams. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat, like the Giants. But when they play a team that's over 500, oh my gosh, it's like.
But I want to say too,
It's like my Dolphins.
I also want to say Coach McCarthy.
It's like a bunch of wild monkeys everywhere. Right?
I think Coach McCarthy has, you know, played well with coached well at Green Bay for, not to say just one season, right? Had success. They won the Super Bowl in one season there. But I would say so far, he goes to Dallas. It's all laid out. Like, how can you not win truly at Dallas? And so I still question. I personally would push and question McCarthy as much as he's viewed as a great NFL coach.
True.
He's still last year in the playoffs. I think he still has to prove it.
And he's a Super Bowl winning coach. We keep forgetting, right? That Coach McCarthy coached the Packers, and they beat the Steelers. What was that? 2014.
Yeah.
You know, down in Jerry's world. So he is, Cowboys fans. You do have a good pedigree. Mike McCarthy, he's good. He also knows how to call offensive plays.
But how's that been working out for him? I mean, that's why I want to push back. Last year in the playoffs, we're going to see it again. It's going to play out again. But, you know,
you're right.
When they have to have it, it hasn't. You know, the bigger the stakes get so far. So we'll see.
And the playoffs is a totally different beast. But, you know, speaking about playoffs, man, with the Eagles losing, right, gave the Niners, they're the #1 seed now. And when we always talked about that, where is the Super Bowl going to go through to get here to Vegas? And it's going through Frisco. Frisco now is the #1 seed, and they can afford a loss with 3 games left. So.
And Big Al, how surprising is that? We've talked all year, right? I remember at the beginning of the year, where like, what was all the talk? Talks about AFC, how powerful and stacked the AFC is.
We did.
We don't think the NFC has a chance. And I know for me, I'll only speak for me on the show. Like, even if not very many weeks ago, I'm like, oh yeah, Philadelphia. I just have a feeling Philadelphia has the same, they lost a little bit in the offseason, but I just felt like the way they were playing, I was like, this is a team that's going to, I believe, go deep in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl, possibly.
Yeah.
And then now, it's like for 3 straight weeks, and I know you can't, we don't want to overact too soon. I haven't said all of this, but at this point, clearly, like Philadelphia a couple weeks ago got beat bad by San Francisco.
They lost 4 in a row.
In Philadelphia.
4 in a row to a team that was in the big dance last year. That's something, huh, Seth? We talk about it every week, right? We either like Eagles, Ravens, maybe Niners. Now, the power ranking. Okay, let's just go off the dome. Who's your guys' power ranking right now? Give it to America right now. Top 4 teams.
49ers, and look, I hate the 49ers. Everyone who knows me knows I don't like the 49ers.
Okay, same here.
Number 2, right now, the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs.
Chiefs running second?
Yes, I think they're playing really. Look, don't worry about the losses, but right now they're playing really, really well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
That's an interesting power ranking.
Honestly, and I think another team that people are sleeping on that is looking really good is the Rams. The Rams.
You got the Rams at. Come on, Seth.
I'm telling you, they're a team that people are.
Oh, you had it for a minute, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
right now.
Okay.
Look, I got
What's your
2 teams from the NFC, 2 teams from the AFC.
Okay, what's your 4th?
The Miami Dolphins.
That's right. Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
But they, again,
Orange
another
tie,
team like
Dolphins.
the Cowboys who cannot beat a .5 over team.
You're right.
We're going to see this weekend versus the Cowboys.
Yeah, and I like your team, Miami. At home,
Yep.
Tyreek Hill.
We're missing a lot of players.
Hill coming back, JP. What's your top?
Well, I'm interested to hear your top.
You want to hear one?
Yeah, I want to hear your top 4, and I will give them. But I guess just because I heard that, like, I'm just selfishly wanting to hear. I'm like,
Don't sleep on the Rams,
am I
guys.
crazy right now?
I can't believe my guy JP puts me ahead of him. Oh, I love it. It's the spirit. Okay, so.
Well, selfishly, I'm like, wow, that's an interesting top 4.
telling you, don't
Possibly
sleep on the
win
Rams.
Big Al say.
All right, well, the number 1 team, and I hate to put it, but
It has to be
I'm
Niners.
going Ravens. I was going to say Niners, but I'm going Ravens.
Wow.
I will go now, and I will stick to my word because those 2 teams play this Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it right now before the game starts. Ravens number 1, Niners number 2. Ready? The Bills. The Bills at 3.
I mean, you're right.
The Bills at 3. I'm going with the Bills. And then in 4th, it's the fish.
Let's go.
It's the fish. It's the fish, which is we call the fish out here the Dolphins, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Matter of fact, let me rewind. I'm gonna go 3rd, the Dolphins, and 4th, going with Buffalo. So again, we recap. Ravens, Niners, Fish, Bills. Bills Mafia, don't hate me. You guys in the top 4, okay?
And don't hate me either, because literally I told him before the show I was actually rooting for them not to even make the playoffs. I just thought it was funny, but nothing against you. I got a problem with Buffalo. I really
Who's
got.
your top 4?
So that's interesting that you said that what you did. So mine, I would just switch them. Like I believe. I mean, if I had like that's tough. Those are 2 great teams right now.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, Ravens just playing good football.
Yeah.
Like it would be hard not to put them number 1 right now. They just are playing excellent,
Right.
and they just clinched. So because
Be
of that,
more, baby.
but actually, what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say, so I spoke. So I was saying, I would just switch them. I can see why you would put them number 1, and I got no problem with that.
Okay.
I think, but so I would put. I just would put San Francisco number 1.
Okay,
There's just something about them right now, and they beat the Philadelphia Eagles so bad a couple weeks ago.
They're just so well-rounded. I was trying to find a weekness. There's not.
As long as there's no injury, but like I just, they're just rolling.
Let's get a 3 and a 4 real quick.
Okay, yep. 3, I would go. It's tough. I'm thinking Miami.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. We're on the same wavelength.
And it's tough with Buffalo because it's a weird week to week with Buffalo. Like you just don't know which Buffalo team you're going to get.
Buffalo team you're
so I
going to
just
get.
don't have faith to put them there, but they've
Okay.
been playing like it.
When Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, they win.
And they beat. We just thought about it. They beat. Yep. And they play well. They've been last couple of years. I mean, like head to head, like toe to toe with
right.
Kansas City, with Cincinnati. So in the past, they're like definitely right there. But like this year, it just felt a little like I don't know, man.
See this American
So, it's
JP's
tough.
been on assignment. He comes back wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I can see it in his eyes, and I see the energy. I love it.
But I will say this. I do want to, and I know I only got a few minutes, but I will say this. As much as, like, this, we're talking immediate power rankings, it was only a few weeks ago San Francisco lost 3 weeks in a row, and everyone's like, oh no, what's wrong with San Francisco? And then now they're rolling.
No deal.
I would say this about Philadelphia. Had said all that I just said, I would put Philadelphia. I want to put Philadelphia
I do
still in
too.
the top 4.
I do
But
too.
it just they
I
lost
do
3
too.
weeks in a row.
It's just
time.
losing.
It's just time.
But check this out though. Before we go to break, in the NFC South, where my Saints reside, there is a 3-team split. Bucks, Saints, and Falcons are all separated by 1 game. And guess what, guys? Guess what, America? They're all playing under 500.
Falcons losing this weekend was brutal for them. Absolutely brutal for them. Derek Carr playing good though.
Under 500.
It's an easy division.
Easy division.
Bucks look great. They do look good.
They do.
They do.
But so you know what? But there is a big game that's coming up on Thursday: Rams and Saints, and that will dictate the wild card. But now we have to go on a slight break. But guess what? We have gifts, trivia gifts to give out later on in the show. And Santa Al has some trivia questions, and they're easy. And we also have these beautiful gifts here that we'll be passing out to the 702 family, best buddies, and everyone. And we'll be back in 2 and 2. Thank you for your time. And we are back, 702 Sports on the sideline here at the Collaboration Center, 8390 West Windmill Lane. We have our special guests, and we are proud, very proud supporters of Best Buddies. And our word is inclusion with Best Buddies, the seeds of love. And we also have Jersey Mike's. Hey, Miss Chessa back there. We love Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's feeds us. And we have Best Buddies Nick, Skyler, and Rylee. And there's my very handsome photographer, Izzy, Israel. Get her right there. Izzy, don't be shy. Just multiply. And you know, I forgot to say my special guest, Olivia, with her beautiful Christmas hat.
Thank you, Al. I was wondering why you didn't include me if you're all about inclusion. Happy holidays, everyone. I love you.
I also want to say thank you, Merry Christmas, Daryl Day, Cedric Bailey, and Patrice Evans. BGC Sports family and Front End Sports family. Merry Christmas. Look forward to meeting you guys and seeing you guys soon. And now we have Mr. Grant.
Hi.
He is the CEO and
CIO.
Sorry. His mother, the Miss Lovely Lynda Tache, is the CEO. And Miss Desirae Winger is the program director of this lovely establishment, the Collaboration Center. Yeah.
Whoop whoop! Thanks for having us.
And now, Mr. Grant, you were telling me, like, I like video games, right? I'm a 53-year-old kid, love video games. You said you like video games.
Yeah.
What is it that, the video game that you like, you're saying?
Okay, so I don't follow. This is probably hearsay to say on a podcast like this. In that case, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't follow regular sports, but I do follow esports to an extent. As in, I follow a couple of fighting games, basically. But a lot of like what you guys were talking about earlier in the show was stuff that I actually understood, like power rankings, like ranking players instead of a team. But I just like it was all like, wow, I actually understand a lot of this more than I thought, and it's very cool. Because it's like, and that's when I realized that, like, you know, esports and regular sports are sort of one and the same. It's just
They
one
run the
place.
same.
Yeah, they are. Because like,
It's all in the sports family.
yeah, it's all in sports family. Because like, and I think personally speaking, like playing video games, it's playing video games at that level. I have learned. I don't do it myself, but I have learned it's not easy. It's not as easy as people think.
You're trying to master your craft.
Yeah, you gotta master your craft, and you gotta like go a bunch of other people like that are like up really high on the skill ceiling that I don't think I could ever do. But it's so fun to watch like stuff like Smash Brothers or Street Fighter, stuff like that. It's just like it's very fun to watch that high level to me. it's the same amount of like, I'm pretty sure, like excitement that people get out of, you know, like football or baseball or like basketball even.
It's adrenaline.
It's adrenaline, yeah.
It's adrenaline. And to think, in the 80s, when the first Atari came out,
Yeah.
okay, I remember that. I was just talking that. To think that they probably thought video games would never be a $1 billion industry.
I know, yeah.
My
Like
goodness.
they're big now. Like honestly, like they're never gonna go away, which I'm happy about because it's like my video
grandson,
game.
I asked my grandson, Jaden, what would you like for Christmas? He's like, I want a VR 5 2000 virtual reality. I'm like, what?
Sounds like a
It's the thing
robot.
that goes on his head. I'm like, well, how much is that? $3.99.
Yeah,
And that's just for a virtual reality thing you just put on your eyes. You know? I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
wow, it's something else.
But I just want to get a chance to talk to your mom real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful, beautiful lady. I was raised by just my mom, and it touched my heart. I came in, we hugged right away.
Yeah.
You know, and when I seen did my research on you, you had a groundbreaking ceremony here last year, March 22nd. Tell us about that, please.
Yes. Well, thank you guys, all of you, for having us here today. Anytime we can have fun and share what we do and let the community know who we are, it just helps everyone. So thank you. And we're so honored to be here today.
Ms. Tache.
And we have new friends, right? You're
Thank you.
part of the family now, just the CCF family. But
Thank you.
You know, that was a special day for us because it was the launch of us starting our main build out to grow our programs and services. And it's wonderful that you mention inclusion because we've found in the disability realm, there's still a lot of different disabilities working in silos. And so when we bought this 5-acre campus, our goal was to make it disability inclusive. Right? Inclusive. And so we are working towards that, and we love Best Buddies, by the way. So we're so honored, and we're actually talking right before this. We were talking about doing a joint adult social dance.
Wow.
So it's like we're already, even being here today, we're already talking about collaborating because we have an adult group. They have an adult group, and why not come together,
great,
right?
Michelle.
Yeah,
That is so great.
yeah, I know.
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
That is great.
I just, I'm honored to be stewarding this wonderful project. I don't know if you know this, but we're sitting in the former horse stables. So this used to be a horse ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, 14,000 square foot building, and now we have 8 community partners working here. We're going to have a preschool, a developmental preschool.
Wow.
Different therapies, and an autism and neurodevelopment diagnostic clinic. We have tons of other partners, the Children's Heart Foundation. We have multi-purpose rooms. We're sitting in the wonderful cafe. This is really the heart of the campus. And so just some other fun things because, you know, going to treatment and therapies is really hard for families. And the kids sometimes don't like it, right, Grant?
Yeah,
like walking
I
up
can
to
confirm.
a clinical
I can
building.
definitely confirm.
Yeah. So, but what's nice about this campus is that we have, you know, pathways, we have grass areas, we have a meditation pathway garden, we actually have a tortoise habitat, we have a community garden, there's a playground. So really this is for the families of all ages, and that's how we're unique too.
Amen.
We're disability inclusive with all ages, and just probably the largest scope of services that is here to just build these programs for the families in the community together.
Thank you so much for blessing the community.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
That's what
My
we
heart
live for.
is so warm right now
Thank
for
you.
you.
You can
and
thank
my
this
soul.
guy too.
Yes.
He's my
thank you so much.
inspiration.
No problem.
He's my
Just
inspiration.
for the community, because we need that. Like we need that here. You know,
absolutely.
we need. We need it for everything that you said, for families, for kids. When I walked in here and seen a playground, I said, "Wow, this is different." You know, and it's just beautiful. Can I ask you, how do the people reach out to you via the internet?
So one of the best ways is through our website. So that's collab, COLLAB as in boy, LV.org. So they can go to our website, and we have Des here that's going to be sharing some more information about programs. But one thing I do want to mention is that we tie everything together through our Pathways team, and that's how families get connected to services and programs on and off campus.
Wow.
So we never want to turn anyone away, and so that's really the heart of bringing all these different organizations together on and off campus.
Yeah. We're also on all social platforms as well. So you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Wow.
We're posting all about the services that we do and our fun events that we have. So also follow us.
That's great. So you can reach, there's no reason that you cannot reach the Collaboration Center, Miss Lynda Tache, Miss Desirae,
Hey, hey.
and Mr. Hugh. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant.
Sorry, Grant. I don't know why I have Hugh Grant on my mind.
It's okay.
That's all that
compliment.
Mr. Hugh.
That is a compliment.
Tache.
See, it gets a little forgetful there now and then.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You have a busy week coming up.
Very busy.
Yeah,
Very
I don't
busy.
really have time to be here right now.
I came back from Cancun, as you can tell, right? Stayed a little bit more in Cancun. You know, ate my shrimp, ate my fish.
Love it.
Now I'm here. But guess what? Now it is time for JP and Seth. I don't want to leave them out. They want to say anything to the lovely ladies and Mr. Grant.
Yeah, I just want to ask you guys, how did you guys get involved with this? I know I talked to you a little bit before. You were working in the financial industry, just like myself. What inspired you guys, and how did all this start?
Yeah, I can share a little bit about my story. This is the only job I've ever had from high school. 2007, I've been working in this field, working with and alongside people with different abilities, and it just ignites my soul. It's what I'm supposed to do. It's like my purpose. So working in homes, supporting people with autism, that's like the background that I came from. Really like following the path of clinical. And then I met Lynda in 2011, 2012, and she was starting Grant a Gift of Grant.
Yeah.
The namesake, Grant a Gift, Grant a Gift
Yep.
Autism Foundation. So Lynda founded Grant a Gift Autism Foundation in 2009.
Yeah. 9.
And so, I came across the nonprofit space in that way. And, this project came in front of us, and Lynda invited me to just check it out and see what we were up to about 4 years ago. And gosh, we're young, but we've done so much and more to come for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be careful when I invite you to coffee, lunch, or drinks. You'll be working with us.
It's true though.
Yeah. So just to add on to what lovely Des said is, so obviously why I'm so passionate about this is because of my son. So and I'm not to speak for him, but he was diagnosed with autism. It took us years. We knew something wasn't right. It took us 5 years to get him diagnosed, and then once he got diagnosed at 6 years old, it's like, what now? It was very devastating, and I'm connected and educated, and I still couldn't get help for him. And then we found out he had ADHD, sensory issues, learning disability. So what I discovered, so the first organization was Grant a Gift, right? And it was a volunteer organization. We were just connecting families to services. We were giving scholarships. But then as he was growing through all these different programs, I realized there were things I liked about this or things needed here. And so that's when I reached out to Des. And I said, hey, Des, I'm interested in, this type of, hybrid program. Can you help? So Des was actually one of our first, at the other organization, one of our first hires to actually start doing direct service programming. So Grant has piloted really every program, not only what we've done, but others. And so then what happened is that the more I met families at Down syndrome, a lot of multiple disability things happening in families, and that's really when I was introduced to this concept of a collaboration. I thought that just makes sense because all the therapies are the same. It helps everyone. And no matter what the disability was, I related to the parents. We have the same issues. We want to find the best resources for our kiddos. We want to find funding, we want to just know that we're not alone, that, people, I just got the chills, that there's hope and that we're not alone and we're not crazy. And so anyway, so that's really been my journey. And then, and then hence we got this property. We started Collaboration Center in 2019. We bought the ranch in 2020.
August 2020.
Yeah, right in the heart of COVID, go figure. And, it just shows you the need, right? So really it's been my personal journey that has inspired me to do what I do. And one of the things that Grant's been saying lately that really just, tugs at my heart is, what do you usually tell people when they ask you about Collaboration Center?
Oh yeah, right, that one. This was actually something that I wish I had growing up, because growing up with all the disabilities I had, especially with autism, it was tough. Like, not only tough for my mom, but tough for me, because I had a bunch of issues, like behavioral issues, and it was just like, the fact that there now exists something that's easy to get into and to learn about as Collaboration Center with a bunch of programs here, it's great.
Tell them about Adventure Scouts, how you weren't able to do Scouts when you were younger now.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to do any sort of scouting, I guess you can call it, when I was a kid, but just this year, actually, we partnered up with the Cubs, the Boy Scouts of America, right?
Boys Town.
Yeah, boys.
Foster kinship.
Yeah, foster kinship, and and every other Tuesday, from 5 to 7, I want to say. Yeah, around that time, I'm helping out. In fact, I want to share a story real quick. So we had our session last night. As of this podcast, we had our recent session the previous night, and it's funny that Al is dressed as Santa, because I actually did Santa myself.
Yeah, Grant was Santa.
Yeah.
See, you're helping out, right? You're helping Santa from Cancun out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Santa was on the beach. Santa was on the beach.
And, we do call Grant our Chief Inspiration Officer. And, really his job title is he's our ambassador. So we have a vocational program, and we're building this out more. And Grant was the first Pathways ambassador. So he supports all different areas of the ranch, whether it be events or programs, plugging into, all different places like Adventure Scouts. So Grant works here, paid, 15 hours a week.
Yes,
yep.
And he has, competitive wages. 2 years, Grant, right? 2+ years. You've been working here?
Yeah. 2+ years.
So,
yeah.
pretty cool.
He's putting in the work.
Put in the work.
Yep. I even helped set up this event today.
Yes, that's true. Yep, showing how it's done.
Yep.
I just wanted to ask a question. So overall, it's this time of year anyway, but it looks great. You're talking about the programs you have. What is maybe the number one thing this time of year? I say this time of year, but in general, as we think about a need or a challenge that you're having, what's maybe the biggest obstacle you guys are facing right now? Or it's community-based thing. What do you need from the community? What can the community do right now, tangibly, to help?
Yeah, and I mean, every day, there's new families moving here from different states that don't know where to go. Clark County School District alone has over 43,000 kids in the special education program from 3 to 21 years old, right? And then children are being born with different challenges, and then Grant, he was 6 when he got diagnosed. So
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, 5. Sorry, 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. Close enough.
But I think right now still families don't know where to go, right? The great thing about this campus is there's so many different partners working together. There's that capacity, right? There's long wait lists. So through this Pathways program, it's free to call and at least get a plan going so that you can get plugged into these different programs. So I would just say knowing that we're here and where to go is the biggest challenge for families right now.
Step one. Step one is knowing that you have support, that there's something in the community to go to for guided access. And that's really what we're here for through the Pathways program, is to ensure families get connected. We are a disability resource network in the state of Nevada. If there's a provider rendering services for our community, we know about it and we'll connect families to that provider on an individual basis. We ask, what's your insurance? What are your greatest strengths and challenges right now? And we do that case management handhold, through the process.
Yeah, which is half the battle. And I would just add to your question is that on the flip side, this operation doesn't run itself. Like there's, lots of resources. So, we always look for volunteers to help with different projects we're doing and programs and events. But then also we have our year-end campaign happening right now. So again, they can go to our website at clablv.org and they can donate any amount. And it's tax deductible because we're a 501c3. So, we always are looking for people to give us time, talent, and treasure so that we can keep, growing our team so these families can get served.
And maybe you kind of said it earlier, and I don't remember, but if someone does want to help out or volunteer, what's the best, easiest way for them to do that?
Yeah, and I would say they can go to our website and we have a contact page, and we ask if you want to volunteer or you're interested in programs, so they can go to our website, and there's a phone number too that they can call us or email us. Yeah.
Awesome. Incredible.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you so much.
Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you
so much. And now we're going to try the eggnog that Nick, Skyler, and Rylee and our Best Buddies family made. But first, we have the trivia question. One question, my lovely producer needs. One. Okay. What country did eggnog originate from?
Interesting.
Ooh. Does anybody answer?
Country,
Yeah.
and it's in Europe.
I
would
kind of
say
want to say like Germany.
Germany?
Yeah.
Germany?
No?
No. Austria.
Nick, you get one more.
Austria.
Olivia, it's where you're from. It's a country.
I have no idea, Al.
England.
Oh, my
okay.
God.
That's super cozy. So it's like a cozy England thing.
Of all places, eggnog came from England.
That's so funny because it doesn't really sound like a British name to me.
Yeah, I know.
And now we're going to go try some of this delicious eggnog.
It looks amazing.
Over in the cafe over here at Collaboration Center.
Woo!
Let's go to the cafe now.
This is really exciting, guys. I wish I could taste.
And now we just got to the cafe at the beautiful Collaboration Center. And I'm here now with Chessa from Jersey Mike's. And she's going to talk about, Miss Chessa, what is that Jersey Mike's does in this beautiful community that we have?
So we provide like bus buddies, the care fair. We work with the Parker Project as well, but we provide them with like the sandwiches. I donate a lot of like sandwiches for them. That way you guys can have something to eat while we're fundraising for them and stuff.
Thank you. And your location?
10520 Southeastern Avenue. So we're on Eastern and Horizon Ridge.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Chessa, for bringing all of these. This is amazing. Our names are on it.
And Jersey Mike's subs is the best in the valley. Believe me, we've all had them.
Make sure you come to her store. Her store is the #1 store in Vegas. Please come.
Let's go. Cheers. And now we have the Best Buddies, Skyler, Nick,
What's up?
Me.
Rylee, and Michele, director of the beautiful, beautiful Best Buddies. And this eggnog right here.
Right here.
That now we are going to try.
Cheers, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas!
George's for us.
Thank you, Best Buddies. Cheers. Thank you, Jersey Mike's.
It's delicious. You made it. He made it.
And now, talk about what is in this, Mr. Nick.
So we have egg yolks creamed together with sugar. Then we have egg whites creamed together with sugar and vanilla to make a meringue. And then we have heated milk over a hot pot and then stirred in the custard first.
Wow.
And then reheated it and then mixed the meringue in once it has cooled down a little bit. And then we chilled it in the blast freezer here for about 30 minutes, which was all it took because the blast freezer is at -10 degrees. And then we are served it here, and it is nice and frothy. There is cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, all that good stuff in it.
I tasted it too. I tasted everything.
Also, Big Al, did you know that we are no longer just ambassadors of Best Buddies? We are state ambassadors of Best Buddies.
Ooh, that's good.
Wow! Way to go, Nick. Nigga sent the shiver up my goosebumps. Right on. State ambassadors. Now, I want to talk to Miss Michele America. This is a beautiful lady. I met her like 3 months ago. Touched my heart. Invited 702 Sports to the Best Buddy family. And here she is right here, America. The lovely Michele.
Hi everyone. We just wanted to let you know that Best Buddies creates opportunities for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and we create opportunities for one-to-one friendships. Our leadership, which is our ambassadors here, part of our citizens program, got promoted through trainings from their local ambassador to state ambassadors, so they're very excited. Inclusive living and Save the Day. The Best Buddies Friendship Walk is Saturday, March 23rd at Cornerstone Park, and we hope to see you out there.
It's Best Buddies. Best Buddies. It's called David Austin coming. Best Buddies.
But, you know, we haven't said this in a long time, guys. What do we gotta do? Let's do the Best Buddies chant. Let's go.
I'm all
1, 2, 3. Best Buddies. Best Buddies. Best Buddies. Best Buddies. B-U-D-D-I-E-S. B-U-D-D-I-E-S. Best Buddies. Best Buddies. And we want to say Merry Christmas to everybody from Best Buddies, Jersey Mike's, and the Collaboration Center. Happy New Year. Woo! Now we're going to go and pass out these beautiful gifts and trivia gifts. There we go. Ho, ho, ho! Thank you so much for coming back to 702 Sports. Sponsored by Jersey Mike's. And now it's Santa's giveaway now, and I have my helper here, Rylee. Rylee, who is that gift for? Seth. Could you please give that to Seth, please?
Thank you, Rylee. Thank you.
And we have one for who? The lovely Jessica. Jessica. And then we have one for Chessa, but she had to go on assignment, so we'll put that back in Santa's bag. And I'm gonna read off one more while my special helper goes and passes these out. Michele.
Thank you.
And now Santa has some sports trivia in my section over there. But Rylee, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Help me out one more time. Who is this for?
Mike.
Mike.
Can somebody get Big Al a microphone?
Thank you,
Thanks,
Olivia.
JD.
Got a lot of ho doing in these next 5 days. I need some help. All right. So, the sports trivia question that I was thinking about on these many miles that I have to travel is this. How many zeros is behind a quadrillion? It's Christmas orientated, and I have to travel a quadrillion miles myself over these next few days. How many zeros is behind a quadrillion?
We just guess out loud.
25.
Sorry, Nick.
Quad is 4, right?
I know.
If a quad is 4, I feel like we should figure this out together as a group.
Like this, it's under 20.
10.
talking zeros.
16.
Close.
10.
Hey, Miss Tache got it!
I even said that with Jersey Mike in my mouth. Jersey Mike
Tache. Any one of these beautiful gifts for you.
I don't want coal. I don't.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And CEO Miss Lynda Tache has got the trivia, the first one. Second one. What is the other name for eggnog?
Milk punch. Milk punch.
Nick, you are a smart guy. Come down. Come on down.
Yeah, I would have never known that ever.
Talking to the trivia master, remember?
Now I do.
And then the last question is, in the song, My 12 Days of Christmas, what was the special gift
Rings.
of that?
Golden rings.
Sorry, Skyler.
It's not a partridge in a pear tree? That one comes up every time.
Sorry.
What was the question?
Out of the 12 Days of Christmas, what was the special gift? And we encounter it every day. No.
Air.
No. I like that. Crickets in the background. No one's getting it. All right, the special gift is the gift of the 364 days that we have in a calendar year. And that is what's special. 364 that God gives us to wake up and to breathe. The biggest gift of all is what Christ did for us. And that was sacrificing himself for us to have this moment. That is the ultimate gift of giving. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you. And now I've got Santa's helper here, Nick, who's very intelligent, and he's got some great trivia questions for you. Nick?
Thank you, Big Al. I have 2 trivia questions about Christmas. What do people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree?
A star.
Yeah, she got it.
Come and get a gift, Scott.
You have anything you want.
You can get anything you want.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol?
3.
No. No.
2.
4. Streets.
Which one?
I suck at this game.
I've watched it forever.
Great.
Oh yeah, it's Grant. Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and speak a little bit more about sports. We're gonna give this back to Big Al.
Thank you, Nick.
Which, by the way, you were talking about power of 4 picks for the NFL before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta go with my Cowboys, even though I know they're probably gonna bite it in the second
So
round.
they're fourth for you.
They're my 4th.
Okay.
I also hate the 49ers, but gotta give it to them for first because they've been doing so good this year.
Okay.
I'll also go with the Fish
The fish.
because I hate the Fish, but I have to give it to them. They've been doing good this year.
Dolphins.
Sorry. And then I'm actually going to go with the Bills because I've actually seen quite a few playoff and Super Bowl clips with the Bills in it, and they do amazing when it comes to high pressure. And if they are as good as they are this year, maybe they'll take it this year. Maybe.
I like that power ranking. I do. I really do. And now we're just going to talk about, first of all, I had a lot of Christmas joy coming. Miss Tache says that her team is the mighty 49ers. She grew up California. I
say I think you're going to be happy soon because I think as much as I don't want to come back from, I think Philadelphia, I felt strongly this year that Philadelphia will win the Super Bowl, but I really could see San Francisco winning, so I think you're going to be happy.
Okay, very good.
Lynda Tache, watch this Ravens-Niners game. Big game on Sunday. It is must-see TV. Now, the Bills play the Chargers. Oh, my goodness. No head coach. No quarterback. And the Bills, who need to win every game as it is, it's a playoff game for them. They have to play their way in.
So I want to offer this, and I'm not trying, we're here in Las Vegas, and sorry Raiders to say this, but the Raiders annihilated the Chargers, so how would Buffalo not?
Exactly. I am liking that. Now, here's another big, humongous game. That is the Cowboys on the road at the Dolphins. Seth, that's your team. Miami, come here.
I mean, it's interesting. Tua's 15-2 at home. Cowboys coming off a loss. You know how I feel about good teams coming off a loss. It makes me a little bit nervous. And we know the Dolphins cannot be a mediocre team. Well, they can beat mediocre teams, but they cannot beat a team over .500.
Well, I'm not trying to put pressure on you, Seth, as a Dolphins fan, but imagine, as much as we said all the stuff we did earlier about Dallas, if Dallas has a bounce-back game at Miami, what that does to Miami's psyche. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but...
I mean, I don't feel
about pressure.
I don't feel very good about the Dolphins right now.
Feel pressure as a fan.
It depends. Half our team's hurt, so it depends. Is Tyreek gonna play? Xavier Howard, is he gonna play? Is Javon Holland gonna play? What Miami team are we gonna see this Sunday? And this is a crucial game. We can't afford to lose any more games.
The water, not on the football field.
Now,
Just don't say scared.
Truth, man. Very nice. Now, as we wrap up this, Santa Claus wants to give you one game. It's a must-see game. Eagles at home playing the Giants. Eagles cannot drop 5 in a row. They're at home, division game. Go Eagles, fly Eagles, fly.
The Giants are not going to beat the Philadelphia.
Get back on the winning side.
Yes, it is.
He used the dreaded elbow.
I have something to say.
Go ahead, Miss Skyler.
That's a
I can see the Niners and the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
That's right. You did say that. Skyler sees a rematch in the mix. But we have an exciting show next week. It's our year in review. Granted, we've only been doing this for half a year, but there's going to be a lot of great clips and additions to this. Come check it out next week. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. 702 Sports, the Collaboration Center, Best Buddies, Front End Sports, and BGC Sports, and Jersey Mike's. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!